Alright, so before we start this part, I just want to say that I'm sorry for the lack of videos lately. Well, first off, last summer I've been camping and I've been working, and now this fall I'm not working and I've transferred to a different college. Well, I say college a lot, so I'm not going to say the C word. I'm not even going to bother it, since I used to say it a lot, but now I don't. And then also I've been playing a lot of GTA 5 as well as Uncharted. Well, I'm not going to do a walkthrough of GTA 5, but I will do a playthrough of GTA 6 once it's released. Yeah, so that's the reason why I've been out lately. And then, since I'm still in college, well, I should be able to graduate within the next couple of years. So, yeah, I think that's it. As we start out in this common room, there are a lot of students here who you don't see, except for Neville, Ron, and Harry. And over here is this wizard card. $25 cards already. So now as we go down, you can go talk to Ron.
Morning, Ron. Do you know what class we've got first? I heard there's flying.
You heard right. I'll meet you downstairs in the entrance hall.
So flying lessons for Harry. As our missing notice board item should be a Gryffindor merit badge, which we will get once we go to flying lessons. And why does it say drop during flying lessons? It hasn't even started yet. Why don't we talk to this student over here?
I still can't get over how you and Weasley arrived in the flying car. Classic.
Yeah, well, you have to get over it anytime sooner or later. Why don't we talk to Percy over here?
Haven't you got flying first thing, Harry? Better get moving.
Who's chilling outside the reading room.
It's flying for the second years, Harry. At the flying pitch, remember?
Yeah, Percy, I remember. Doesn't have a lot of good things to say. Well, not all prefects do. Maybe all of them does, because they are prefects, of course. So before we go out, there are 3 students here. Why don't we talk to them?
Do you collect famous witches and wizards cards? I'll give you card number 36, Jocelyn Wadcock, for number 84, Roland Kegg.
Here you are.
And I should be able to have all the cards.
Do you want to swap famous witches and wizards cards? I'll give you card number 81, Huang Po, for number 43, Cyprian Yaudel.
Okay, let's swap.
Well, all the cards that I can trade, of course.
I collect famous witches and wizards cards. Do you? I'll give you a card number 61, Havelock Sweeting, for a number 77, Norval Twonk.
Okay, let's swap.
And I do have all the cards for these students to trade. So now let's follow Ron downstairs. All we do is just go down the stairs. But while I'm at it, why don't I get some beans? Just for Fred and George's shop. Or I can still beat Ron downstairs. Let me collect some beans over here. Nope.
Come on, Harry. Let's go outside.
Alright, Ron, I'm coming. Now there should be some kind of pointless cutscene once we go talk to nearly headless Nick.
Hello, Nick. What's the matter?
A matter of no importance. It's just that Sir Properly Decapitated Podmore won't let me join the headless hunt. Apparently, they only accept huntsmen whose heads have completely parted company with their bodies.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I don't get it.
Not to worry, young Potter. As I said, it's a matter of no importance.
Well, this scene was actually in the book, but I don't remember all of it since it's been a long time since I've read. It's been 4 years since I've read the second book. But yeah, how can you join the headless hunt if you need a head parted company with your bodies? Then it would be a headed hunt, which doesn't make any sense, which means that I should be going down to Ron, but let me just talk to Draco first.
Ah, Potter. Heard about that Willow incident. It would have been really terrible if you and Weasley had been killed in the crash.
It's not that you want me killed. Just be happy that I'm alive.
Shouldn't you be somewhere else, Potter? Like hanging around with the poverty-stricken?
I do not get what you're saying.
I must say, I'm looking forward to the Quidditch season this year. The Slytherin team has a new strategy to ensure that we beat you into a pulp the first chance we get.
Alright, well, there will be something special about Quidditch. Well, I'm not going to spoil anything just yet, but once the scene comes, then it'll tell you for itself. And now let's talk to Crabbe and Goyle. That's all they have to say.
Willow, no.
Yeah, they have a loss for words. Now once we go down here.
Gryffindor students are not permitted in here.
That prefect is still here.
Ow! No Gryffindors allowed.
Father.
Buzz off, Potter.
Why don't you buzz off? Why don't you just patrol the dungeon instead? Instead of just chilling out there. We're over there. There's a chest. It's not a wizard card, but it will be something useful. Now let's trade cards with the student.
Do you collect famous witches and wizards cards? I'll give you card number 2, Cornelius Agrippa, for a number 59, Gregory the Smarmy.
Okay, let's swap.
Yeah, I got that card once I denomed the burrows. As you know, the Great Hall is open, which you only need to go in until the last day of the term.
The hourglasses show which house has the greatest number of house points on any day.
And there's something else which he says.
Gryffindor is in the lead.
Whenever Gryffindor is in the lead, well, he says it. Hence, Gryffindor is in the lead. Alright, anyway, let's go outside to the flying pitch.
Let's go outside to the flying pitch. We don't want Madam Hooch to be angry with us on our first day. Flying lessons with Hooch next, Harry. I'll meet you outside the flying pitch.
Alright, before I catch up with Ron, first off, there are these students who want to trade their cards with me.
I collect famous witches and wizards cards. Do you? I'll give you card number 75, Mungo Bunham, for number 13, Andros the Invincible.
Here you are.
Yeah, so Andros the Invincible was at the girls' bathroom, which is why I went there so I can trade it.
Do you want to swap famous witches and wizards cards? I'll give you card number 23, Glenda Chittock, for number 27, Mirabella Plunkett. Okay, let's swap.
There's another one, and
Do you collect famous witches and wizards cards? I'll give you card number 78, Orsino Thruston, for number 98, Dimphna Firmage.
Here you are.
here you are indeed. Alright, now there's another thing that I want to do before I go into the flying pitch. There are these side quests where you're too lazy for the missing notice board items.
Hello there, Harry. My mum sent me an owl with a parcel containing a new set of robes. Trouble is, the owl's dropped it somewhere in the grounds. Can you help me find it?
And then all you have to do is accept it.
Someone told me that they saw an owl drop something by the lake. If you find the parcel, it'd be great if you brought it back here to me.
Alright, the camera angle suddenly changed. And then those are the students who are lazy for notice boards, so they just chill somewhere. And then they wait for Harry to talk to them. So Harry can retrieve the missing notice board items for them. No, not missing notice board items, the missing items. And then there's a parcel.
Brilliant.
It wasn't so hard to find, was it? But the rest of them will be hard to find. And then one of them requires a broomstick, which we'll have to continue on the next day. I will do all of them right here in this day, so that I don't have to do all of the tasks in the last day of the term. So yeah, I'm saving the last day of the term for broomstick races. Now let's give it to the student.
You found my parcel. Thanks a lot, Harry. I think Neville could do with your help too. I saw him over by Hagrid's hut.
Oh, did you? Well, why don't we go talk to Neville? So Hagrid's hut is of course over there. You can see Neville and Hagrid.
Haven't you got a flying lesson first thing, Harry?
Of course I do, I just want to get this over with. Oh wait, that's not Neville. Who are you and why are you impersonating Neville?
Hello, Harry. I've forgotten where my remember all is. Can you help find it for me?
You always forget your remember all, Neville, or whoever you are.
If you find my remember all, can you bring it back here to me, please?
Alright, well, the rest of them says, can you help find him for me, instead of telling Harry where it is. But I do know where the remember all is.
I thought you had flying with Madam Hooch, Harry. Let's get to the flying pitch.
Yes, Hagrid, I know what to do. It's the last time to retrieve before going into the flying pitch. Alright, let's retrieve the... Well, let's give the missing Remember-All to Neville. Or the Neville impersonator.
You found my Remember-All. Thanks, Harry. I think there's someone over by the flying courtyard could do with your help too.
Flying courtyard, you say? Which is what I need for after the lesson. And now Hagrid will just say get to the flying pitch, which is what I'm doing.
Get to your flying lesson, Harry.
Alright, there's one more thing I want to show you. And no, it is not collecting beans. Well, first of all, there's a store right over here. It's only open on Harry's first day. If you get a broomstick, then I don't think there's any way you can get here. It's actually a ledge where Harry went upstairs. And if you try and fall off, you obviously can't drop down. Unless if you do your spell stance and then go from behind. And how did Harry survive this, you say? Well, I don't know either. It's the only time we can access the store. So anyway, let's get to the flying pitch. Hello, Ron. You got anything to say for me? Whatever, I'll just Flipendo you.
Ow! I'm looking forward to this class, aren't you? Let's go in.
Let's go in indeed.
Welcome to second year flying. Although you all apparently learned to fly last year, the apparently is directed at you, Mr. Longbottom. A refresher course is in order.
How harsh.
Mr. Potter, would you please come over here so we can run through the basics? Please, will you fly up slowly?
Yet it's only Harry who...
A good start. Now return to hover above the ground again.
It's only Harry who flies. And if you want to change it, the directions of the brooms, then you can go to the options menu. Which is what I'm going to do, since I prefer it the other way.
Good. At least you have broom control, however basic. Let's try something a little more difficult. I assume you can see the magical rings. Kindly fly through them all for me.
Before I do that, why don't I go to the options menu. And then reverse the flying control. As you do remember that from the PS1 Harry Potter games, I prefer it reversed. But I guess you get the picture if you did see the Chamber of Secrets PS1 game. It's been 4 years since I played the PS1 Harry Potter games.
Well done, Potter. I think you're ready to take this year's flying exam. You have approximately 2.5 minutes to fly through as many rings as you can. Your course through the rings will get progressively more difficult, and only the most expert flyers ever manage to complete it.
Alright, now this is the flying exam. I've always been getting the distinction for more than 10 years. Well, I have gotten a C and an A plus my first time playing this game, but since then I've been getting distinctions. So yeah, the green rings are pretty straightforward, and then it'll get harder once the rings change color. Alright, almost lost it. Once the camera angle was shaking. But you don't get the broom just yet. That's only if you get at least a B in the Quidditch practice. So if you do get a B in Quidditch practice, and Oliver Wood gives you a broomstick, which is of course the Nimbus 2000. Has it been at least half the time as expected? Now time is running out, but at least I can fly through all the rings. And I missed a ring. But I should have no problem getting the distinction. In fact, I can make it through 100 rings, if I can. Oh, can I make it through 100 rings? Yes!
Congratulations, Mr. Potter. A truly outstanding performance. You really are one of the most talented flyers I have ever seen, and you deserve the highest grade, a distinction.
I got myself a distinction with 101 rings. Quidditch practice will be later on, and so will the Quidditch League. So why don't we close this as we're done for the day.
That was exhausting, Harry. I'm off to bed. See you later.